Thanks for tuning in. Today I want to share a quick haul video. It's from a recent trip that I made to Woodbury, the premium outlets here in New York. I recently went out there to check out what they had. I also had to get some gifts, so I thought it would be a great opportunity to stop by. And I was able to pick up some really cool things that I was really excited about. So I wanted to share them quickly in hopes that you'd still be able to find them while you are there as well, and can take advantage of some of the awesome sales that are going on. If you're tuning in for the first time, hi, I'm Katie. I like to make these luxury fashion videos here on YouTube. I share hauls and reviews, but at the end of the day, I share my journey so that we can all mindfully curate our own collections. So if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below with your favorite part. All of your support really means a lot to me. If you have been watching my videos for some time, you might recognize that this is yet another background. I wanted to switch things up a little bit and try out a different corner, a relatively presentable corner of my home. Some of you may know that I recently moved. It's coming. It's like mostly there. There are some bits that aren't fully there, of course, but it's mostly there and it's definitely livable. I'm not living out of boxes, which is great. And so I wanted to try out a new corner. As you can see, this is where I store pretty much my whole handbag collection. There are some bits that might be in my closet, but this is the majority of it. And I thought it would be fun to have a little different background. And also, these corners make it easier to hang some things so that you guys can see the stuff better than me just like trying to hold it up for you guys. So let me know what you guys think about this backdrop, because if you guys like it, I'm totally open to kind of sprinkling it in the mix so that you guys can get like a variety of scenes instead of it just always being on my couch. There's a part of it that feels like it's not that cute. It's sort of a managed chaos over here. So if you guys are like, it's not really that interesting, also let me know, because then I'll try to figure something else out. So yeah, let me get into some of the goodies from Woodbury. I went around the time where they were doing additional like 4th of July sales. So there were, at some of the shops, there were additional sale promotions going on. So that's another tip for Woodbury. If you guys are planning on going, if you guys go around like a major sale period or like a holiday, usually there will be some extra promotion going on. It's not guaranteed and not all of the shops will do that, but some places will, so that's something to look forward to. Even if they don't have extra promotions going on, a lot of the times the outlet prices are already really great. I don't want to say you're not missing out on much, but if there are no extra promotions, you're still getting a great price. So any time of the year you go is pretty great, but if you do hit a time where they're doing extra promotions, it's even better. Let me start off with Fendi. Fendi was a little bit of a surprise. We were pleasantly surprised to actually find these bits. Typically, the collections, especially for the luxury brands that are there, so like your Fendi, Dior, Celine, Chloe, like a lot of those brands that you see there, the luxury, like high-end brands that you see there, will have pieces that are at least 1 season old. So Fendi inventory included the spring-summer collection from 2020, which was the California Sky collection, and a lot of pieces that surrounded those collections. Of course, they have older pieces as well. Bottega Veneta, for example, had fall-winter from 2019. That was like their newest collection. So usually it's about a year, if not a year and a half older, collections that are considered like the new in and like the recent collections that are in the outlets. And of course you can find even older pieces. So you guys know how much I love the California Sky collection, so you should have seen my face when I walked in and I saw what I saw, because it was a lot of stuff there. Of those bits, inside is, ta-da! You're like, what is that? So these are actually the socks that came out with the California Sky collection. So you'll see it has like the real marker detail on the top of the socks. And my boyfriend and I were actually trying to get these when the collection launched last year, and for whatever reason, we could not find them. They didn't exist at the boutique that we went to. We were even hearing that they might not have actually made these into production, because sometimes that happens. And so we tried to get our hands on these, and we just could not. And lo and behold, we walked into the Woodbury outlet and we saw them there, and we were like, what? They have these? Like, first of all, they made these, and then second of all, they have them. So that's what we picked up. They came in 2 sizes. There was a small, medium, and a medium large. So we actually got both. My boyfriend and I actually have matching socks. This is his pair because this is the medium large, and we also got a small medium size. I know you guys are all pretty curious of prices, especially outlet prices. So these socks were originally $170 and the outlet price was $85. So it's pretty much 50% off. I noticed that tends to be the average price that you will see of outlet pieces. They're typically, for ready to wear, they're typically about 40 to 50% off retail, and then if there's additional promotions going on, you get extra sale off of that. Fendi did not have an extra sale, so we got them at 50% off retail, which was excellent because we basically got 2 for the price of 1 that we were willing to buy full price originally. I do think this marks the end of my luxury sock collection because I don't really think I need to build out an extensive sock collection. I have a Gucci pair, now I have this Fendi pair. One's really sporty, that's this one, and then one's like glittery pretty. So I think I'm good in the sock department. I'm really happy with this find. And I can't wait to wear this more in the summer. They had a ton of the California Sky ready to wear at the outlet as well. So if you were interested in that collection and you wanted to see what they have, I would definitely head on over to the outlets because they had a good amount of inventory. As always with the outlets though, the issue is sometimes around sizing. So they might have the actual style, but not in your size. So always something to consider. But if you did want to grab something from this collection, they had a lot of stuff there. The next place I made some really good scores in was ISABEL Marant. The ISABEL Marant boutique is definitely newer. I think it opened like last fall or something like that. So I don't know if it's like people don't really know that it's there. And I almost like want to keep it as like a little secret to myself. But there are some really, really good gems at the ISABEL Marant boutique. Every time I go, I find cute stuff and their sales are amazing. So the sales typically run from about 50 to 75% off retail. It's like, I mean, 75% off is like a lot. They have both ISABEL Marant and ISABEL Marant Etoile, both in the same boutique. They also have men's ready to wear as well, so they do have a good variety of stuff there, and I really recommend you check it out because, I mean, as long as you like the ISABEL Marant style, because there are always gems. I always come out like super excited that I found some really cool stuff. So this is the first item I wanted to share. These are just a really great pair of shorts. They're like in a khaki material and they're like a light beige kind of ivory color. They give me a little bit of safari vibes, I'm not going to lie, but I also kind of liked that about them. I liked that they looked a little bit more utilitarian, a little more like workwear versus it being like super girly, frilly kind of pants. And so I was super, super excited to find this there. And I feel like it's going to be really, really perfect for summer. Just gonna leave that hanging there. I feel like, I mean, you guys let me know, okay? You guys let me know if you like this kind of setup. Sometimes it's easier for me to be able to hang things up. I've even been thinking about getting like a small like clothing rack so that I can put things on it, because sometimes it's really hard to like have your stuff ready to show and like put it somewhere without having to like hold it the entire time. So the next item I picked up from the ISABEL Marant boutique are these pants. I wish you could feel them because they feel so soft. It's actually a cotton and linen blend. It feels like a little like blanket around you. so soft, so comfortable, and I was super stoked that they have this in my size. And it has a little bit of a paper bag waist. It is super high-waisted, which I love, and also has these massive pockets in the front. So these were another pair of pants that I scored majorly on. Both of these bottoms, I got them 75% off retail. So honestly, they came out to like, the shorts I think were like $98 and the long pants were like $102. So they're basically about $100 each before tax, which I think is amazing for ISABEL Marant. And the last item I picked up from ISABEL Marant is actually this dress. And it is a beautiful, also like linen blend material. It kind of reminds me of like Zimmermann Love Shack Fancy, which I love. I love those dresses, but sometimes the materials of those aren't as like breathable as this kind of cotton linen mix is. It reminds me of those kinds of silhouettes because it is a mini dress. But I feel like the silhouette's really flattering. It really kind of gives you a lot of shape, or at least gives me a lot of shape when I wear it. And these ruffles are in like really like nice strategic locations so that like they help make my arms look a little bit skinnier. The ruffles at the bottom add a lot of volume, so they make your legs look skinnier. Like the ruffles are all pretty much in the right places to really flatter your figure. And also at 75% off, this was also like $148 or something like that. Like unbelievable price. That's like way cheaper than Zimmermann or even Love Shack Fancy. So I was super, super excited to pick up this dress. And the last item I want to share in this Woodbury haul is actually not necessarily fashion related, but this still might be of interest to some of you, so I wanted to share it just in case. This item is from Frette. As you can see here, it's massive. It is actually a down comforter. If you watched my June vlog, you would have seen I shared some updates on my home because I shared some new furniture. I made some updates to the place to make it more like my own place. I got a new bed and a mattress. Because we were spending a lot of energy on figuring out what bed and mattress we wanted, I honestly didn't have enough like decision power left in me to really think about the bedding on it. So we decided to just get like nice enough bedding, but nothing too crazy, nothing like Frette, you know, for our initial move, so that we can have something to use on the new bed, and then take some time to figure out what other bedding, like what more long-term permanent bedding we would want for our actual bed. So we noticed there's a Frette boutique at Woodbury, and we thought it would be interesting to go in and check it out. We've checked out their website for sure. We've checked out some similar websites as well, and most of it you can see like online, and it's kind of hard to figure out what it feels like, you know what I mean? So unfortunately, the store was about to close, so we didn't have time to take a look at everything. And what we did want to make sure we grabbed was a down comforter. And that's because they were doing an extra sale for 4th of July, and it was a really awesome price. I think we almost got like 70% off the original price for the down comforter, which is pretty amazing given Frette comforters are pretty pricey, like to begin with. Yeah, we're super excited about that. We will also be purchasing like the duvet cover and other things for the bedding, but we decided we'll try to do that remotely. Because another tip for Woodbury is a lot of times they will also be able to facilitate charge sends to you. So you can make your purchase over the phone with one of the sales associates there, and they can ship it to you. I think shipping is usually like $15 or something like that. I think it might depend on the boutique as well. But some of the boutiques were saying that they charge $15 for shipping. I'm not actually sure what the Frette shipping is, but because we didn't have time to look at all of the stuff, the sales associate was nice enough to send us a PDF of all of the bedding that's on sale so that we can take a look at that and make our purchase decisions. In case there's anybody else who's in the market for that or curious, Woodbury has a lot of brands outside of, like, you know, your pure fashion brands. So I think it's definitely worth checking out. If you haven't already been to Woodbury, or if you ever plan a trip to New York, I always feel like Woodbury is a fun kind of outing to make. To check out and see like what deals you can find. It can be hit or miss sometimes, so I always tell people to go with no expectations, because then you'll be pleasantly surprised when you're there. There have been days where I go and I browse everything and I walk out with absolutely nothing, and then there's some days where I walk out like I did this time, and I have some really good finds. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this wasn't too long. I feel like it was going to be quick, and I can always talk for so long that it turned longer. But let me know if you have any other questions. Feel free to leave them down below, or head on over to Instagram and I'd be happy to help however I can. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate all of your feedback and support. Don't forget that there's actually a giveaway going on my channel. I will link that video up above so you can check out the instructions on how to enter that giveaway in case you're curious. If you like this kind of content and you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I post new fashion related videos every Sunday and Wednesday. So until next time, bye!